us about Lisa Ann. Where do you come from?
Well, I came from Easton, Pennsylvania, which is my hometown where my family still is. I started dancing young, and at 18 I went to Reading, Pennsylvania to work for Alice Diamond Cabaret, which everyone well knows is where all the porn stars and features from all over the world come. So working there as a house girl, I was able to meet a ton of different porn stars and get my motivation to get out to California.
And what did you do for work before you got in the adult entertainment business?
Before I got in the adult entertainment business, which is actually considered stripping as well, I was a stripper, which I like to say is the gateway to other things. Through high school, before high school, I was a hostess at a diner, Williams Diner, a very small diner. All my friends worked there. It was a fun job. And then through high school, I worked as a dental assistant on a work co-op program from school. So I would go to school every day from noon to 6, and then I would go to dentist's office from 12 to 6 because I was living on my own. And then I would go and drive to Philly to dance at night because, of course, no one in school knew I was dancing. So.
And what was the name of your first movie?
My first movie was Flesh for Fantasy. It was by Metro Home Video. I had a contract with them. The director was Jay Shanahan, and the first boy-girl scene I had was with TT Boy. He scared the shit out of me.
Tell us about Who's Nailin' Palin.
Jeez, Who's Nailin' Palin is part of history at this point. It's definitely pop culture. It was one of the items on MTV and VH1's lists of 100 most exciting things of last year, which was 2008. It's changed my life. And the funny thing is I'm at the IVD show right now with these guys, and they were part of this last year because I got asked on my way to the airport to come to this trip. So in a matter of a year, my entire life has changed. I've been blessed with so many great opportunities. The Palin movie opened up Eminem contacting me and me being in We Made You, Eminem's award-winning video, which was like the greatest day of my life because it was so much fun and being a part of something so awesome. Eminem making a comeback and me being a part of that. And then just meeting everybody. My demographic is open to interviews being on news channels, not just on adult talk or radio stations that take porn stars. And it's just given me such a platform to meet other people and go other places. I got to go to Helsinki, Finland this year as Sarah Palin and dance for 6,000 to 8,000 people a show for 3 days. So getting to go to Finland was like phenomenal. I've been to Amsterdam this year, Germany. I've been invited to all these other places because of Who's Nailin' Palin.
Cool. Did you expect this sort of reaction or any kind of backlash to it?
You don't mind if I drink water, do you? Porn stars drink water too. It's funny, you know, you work and work and work. At the time that I got the call for Who's Nailin' Palin, I had just finished my interactive for Zero Tolerance. Interactive Sex with Lisa Ann. That was going to be my biggest project of the year last year. It is something I'm the most proud of because I got to be on a set for a week with all of my absolute favorite people in the industry. Mike Quasar being my favorite director, Zero Tolerance being the company that I would consider my family, who have taken the best care of me. Greg, Joey, Tony Santoro, all the guys from Zero were with me when I was 20 at Metro Home Video. So my loyalty to them, doing that interactive and being a part of that shoot and coming out here to start promoting the interactive, I was like, there's nothing I'm ever going to do that's bigger than this. And then I get this call. And so I wasn't in the mindset that this was going to be the biggest thing ever. And it just happened. We shot the whole movie in 2 days. There was no expectation that it was going to be so huge. It was so huge. There was a point for a month where I had to sleep with my phones in my bed, which I do anyway, but on. And I was starting my early morning interviews. They set up so many radio shows that from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. West Coast time, I was doing 10-minute radio interviews, 20 to 30 a morning. Then I would get ready, and I'd be out of the shower, hair dry by 7. I would do more from 7 to 9. Then I'd go to my office, and then I'd do the same thing from 3 in the afternoon to 8 at night. This was a month. I must have spoke to 2,000 different radio shows, online blogs, and it was just like, it was phenomenal. It was great because I built a large audience. Now I have these contacts that when I'm coming into town, I text these guys and I'm like, yo, I'm coming into town, let me get a spot. So I've been able to help the clubs out by telling them I can get my own spot on the radio and they'll let me come on and talk. I've been able to get great tickets to sporting events while I'm on the road. And I've just used it. You know, luckily at this age, when you get an opportunity like this, you take notes and you're like, I'm going to remember these people and I'm going to talk with these people again. So I didn't expect Palin to be so big. And that's when they say things happen, right? They say when you least expect it, there it is. I'm hoping that the Palin movie has helped sell every other piece of product I've ever made for any other company, because I've seen the difference and I've seen how different people treat me now, and I'm just like, okay, great. If it helped move everything, that's great. If it helped move my interactive for zero tolerance, that's great too.